Hi, welcome back to Mr. Mobile PC Blog. My name's Hugo Ortega. Now you may remember last week I did a little video of a handheld device, fully blown Windows device called the DLI 7200. And here it is again. Now I showcased it last week with all its glamour of its RFID, NFC, MSR and so on. If you don't know what those acronyms are, grab your nearest geek and ask. This device is now running Windows 8, which I didn't showcase last week, but there it is running Windows 8 with all its finger gestures and slide movements, taking advantage of the nice capacitive touchscreen on here. Lots of benefits of running Windows 8 on a small device, namely the low overhead of development for these devices. Previously, developing for these small devices involved a lot of trickery and custom development, whereas now, because this is running the full operating system that sits on your regular desktop, you can actually operate and design software to sit on this more easily and more readily. But that's not what I wanted to show you today. What I wanted to show you today is the bigger brother of the 7200, which is the DLI 9000. Now this device is revolutionary in so many ways. For one, it's actually rugged and light, so that it becomes an immediate appealing factor. The rugged ability comes from its IP54 rating, which is defined as ingress protection rating, and that is really the protection against ingress of dust and water. 54 is a two-digit number relating to the 5 relates to dust protection, the 4 relates to level 4 of water protection. So you can accept some splashes of water, you can work out in the rain and continue a little bit, and you can accept lots of dust and we're still okay to work in the field. So this is a proper workman's tool, work lady's tool as well. What this device allows you also to do through the extra features built in, just like its smaller brother or cousin, if you like, is, look at this on the back. So this is very geeky but very cool. So you've got your MagStripe reader here, so it allows you to swipe and take credit card payment, or even FPOS and accept PIN numbers through here. You've got the smart card reader for Visa payments. You've got NFC, near field communication for you know that Samsung ad for the Galaxy S3 where people hold the two phones together and data jumps from one to the other? That's based on a protocol called NFC. NFC is built into these devices, and because it's built into the small brother too, you can literally put these together and transfer data just by tapping them front to back, which is beautiful stuff. The weight itself, so you're talking about less than 2 pounds. And in Australian terms, that's less than 1 kilogram, as is, with fully equipped. So it's rather light for a big machine, if you like, and especially light for a rugged machine. One cool thing about the device is the programmable button. So you can see 4 at the bottom, which you can program, and then there's a left button and a right button. Now, if I call up a little application here, have a look at this on the screen. So you can actually program the left, the right button and the 4 function buttons at the bottom to be whatever you like. At the moment they're set to launch applications, things like camera or barcode scanner, but you can set those to whatever you like, or you can turn them off if you don't want that functionality at all. One interesting feature to bring up is the touchscreens. We're all familiar now with the iPhone and we've heard the term capacitive touchscreens. What these devices have is called a progressive touchscreen, a capacitive touchscreen. Now they are progressive, but projective capacitive touchscreens are designed to implement a new layer which used to exist before. So I've got to go back a bit to explain it to you. Normally in the past we had, prior to iPhones, the successful touchscreen implementation was through a resistive touchscreen, which was basically 2 layers that you had to put your finger on. You didn't know the layers were there, they were on the screen, but you put your finger on to press them together and that would close a circuit and the computer would know where the mouse was. So it was physically pushing your finger down and resistively giving a bit of a push. On capacitive touchscreens, the conductive nature of a person's finger actually closes the circuit and creates the cursor movement so the computer knows where the cursor is. In projective capacitive, there's an added benefit. Now what happened was in a capacitive touchscreen, you lost the ability to use a fingernail, which is common, or a stylus, which was, or things like a if you use a Magstripe reader to actually log in and then wanted to continue to use your card to navigate around, as I've seen done by many touchscreen operators, that card was useless on, or is useless still on an iPhone, an iPad and so on. On a projective capacitive screen, you get the benefit of a finger, so you can use a finger really lightly. You get the benefit of multi-touch, but you also get the benefit of using it with a fingernail or a stylus. So these devices also ship with a stylus, which you can use as well to navigate around. So resistive touchscreen, capacitive touchscreen, projective touchscreen. So I'm really excited about this device because of its weight, because of its ruggedization, and especially because of the inbuilt payment methods. So there's so many features and new methods of implementing these devices that can come up in well, point of sale, for example, line busting. So walking around and taking orders on the fly in big furniture shops, in supermarkets, come Christmas time, in food and wine festivals. I can imagine this sort of device being implemented really easily. It's lightweight, so it's easy enough now to not be offensive to carry around, and it has all the strength that comes with being a rugged device. Any questions you have for me, let me know, but I just wanted to give a brief video and showcase to you the DLI 9000. All the best and keep mobile.